I am. I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
Just we.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am. I am. I am.
I am Upward Bound.
First, I'd like to say, if it wasn't for God who was on my side, where would I be?
Yeah.
Man, when I think about my journey and starting Upward Bound in 1976 as a junior in high school in St. Louis, Missouri, Ms. Coleman talked about that there were tutor programs all over, and I remember that journey. Two of my friends went to school with me. We started junior college at Forest Park Community College. It's kind of emotional because it changed our lives drastically. And so, when I see kids now not really taking it serious, I have to just stop and think, you know what? And you really relate to them the message that this is the journey, and this is the program that can really impact your life. So we started college at Forest Park Community College, was able to get to school because they gave us a bus stipend. They gave us stipend and bus passes. And so you guys are very fortunate. You guys are very fortunate because you get transported, and then the campus is small enough where you can walk around and get to where you need to go. Well, in St. Louis, Forest Park Community College is like traveling to El Dorado in some respects, because I would have to catch at least 2 buses to get there. And not only that, I worked because we were poor. I'm very poor. We were very poor. So I went to school that summer as a junior, and then I worked at F.W. Woolworth, for those who are old enough to remember F.W. Woolworth. So, you had to do what you had to do. And I think that Upward Bound gave me the tools to be able to manage those things. So, got a stipend, got a bus pass. Then in 1977, my family drove me to Emporia, Kansas. So, and you just can imagine that. And when I tell that story, most people say, well, my parents sent me off to school on the Greyhound bus. They gave me a bus ticket and told them to call you once they get there. Gave you the money, because back then there were payphones, no cell phones. So they gave you money to call once you got there. So, but my family drove me. My brother was a factory worker, and believe it or not, he saved $500 to help me make that trek to Emporia, Kansas. We were talking at the table, and I remember getting to Emporia, Kansas in August of 1977, and my brother could not get a hotel room in Emporia, Kansas in 1977. He had to sleep in his car. So, when you think about the opportunities that you have, Upward Bound takes you on vacation, and you really get to stay in some really, really nice hotels, and you don't get denied. This was in 1977. So that was an experience. Also, I want to say, when I started, when I went back in my senior year, I excelled. For those of you who are educators in the room, remember the Iowa Basic Skills Test and how they tracked you. And at that point, I didn't realize that I was college track even then, because nobody told you. They didn't tell you that you did well. They didn't tell you where you were on that pace. So, taking those tests and being able to be tracked into a college program was great. Let's see. Also, because I excelled, I actually had 2 scholarships. One to the University of Missouri at Columbia, and one to Emporia State. And I chose Emporia State because I wanted to do home economics. And let's see. Oh, and then, after coming here, and I think I heard somebody say that they stopped out. I actually stopped out for 10 years and went back to school, came here to Wichita State, worked at Elliott School of Communication, finished my degree, and talked to, I can't remember, Dr. Gaston, who worked here at the time.
All right.
about my experience, and he said, you need to talk to Dean Radigan. Okay, go talk to Dean Radigan. I told him about my, you need to talk to Miss Colvin. And so once I graduated, he set up that appointment. I talked to Miss Colvin, and then I went to work for Educational Talent Search, is what was called then Project Discovery. Right. So, you know, like I said, my journey is a little bit different because God has just kind of allowed me to kind of go step by step through the TRIO community, so to speak. And, you know, it really is a TRIO family because I'm going to end with this and say, the experience that I got from being a TRIO student, being a TRIO employee, I went to work for Wichita Public Schools, and I recruited a bunch of kids. I recruited a bunch of kids to Kay's program, to Rhonda's program, to Wilma Moore Black's program. Every place that I thought that they would be a good match for, I sent students for years. And even working for Gear Up, Rhonda and I worked together, and we had bus trips. You know, we had, each one of us had our little things that we were going to do. And I was the person to coordinate what the activities would be. And everybody recruited their students, and we shared a bus. Kay and I went to Iowa for a week. And we shared the bus, and we had kids galore. You know, but it works. It really does work. If you listen, participate, I'm telling you, just do what we tell you, it works. Seriously, you just do what we tell you, it works. You know, and here's the thing, I got to see kids that I worked with when I was at Educational Talent Search. Their kids are coming to Homework Assistance Program. Now, that dates me horribly. But here's the thing about that. That shows the fruit of what labor is. You know, when you impact students that much, and they believe in these programs to that extent, that they come and they trust your kids, their kids, for you to serve their kids. And you really are serving them. Because, you know, sometimes we think we don't have anything to give back, but you really do. You have a lot to give back. And anytime I tell my story about growing up poor in St. Louis, I am a first-generation student. And I'm the only surviving sibling out of 6 children. So it just, how it impacts your life, I don't think I would be able to live the lifestyle I live had it not been for that journey. You know, and even with my other 2 girlfriends, one is a HR manager in St. Louis, and the other one owns her own daycare, very profitable daycare, and you will soon see her on Diane Sawyer's with Dateline. I think that's ABC is Dateline. Yes, she will soon be on Dateline, and she's TRIO. Oh, yes, she is TRIO. So just, you know what, listen, it may seem strange, and Ariel sits in my class, and he's been in one of my classes, and I'm telling him, okay, stop what you're doing, and I just make them get silent until I have their attention. What do I say, Darius, when I say that? When I'm trying to get you guys' attention, what do I say?
I'm going to wait till you guys are ready.
I'm going to wait till you're ready. And when they're ready to listen. Thank you.